In the heart of the Hausa kingdom, during the 16th century, there arose a woman whose name would echo through time, Queen Amina of Zazzau. A fearless warrior, a brilliant strategist, and a ruler unmatched in her era, Amina was destined to etch her name in history. But hers was not just a story of conquest, it was a saga of ambition, betrayal, resilience, and a burning desire to carve a name for herself in a world dominated by men. Born into the royal family of Zazzau, now modern-day Zaria in Nigeria, Amina was the daughter of King Nikato and Queen Turanku. Unlike most princesses who were expected to stay within the palace walls, Amina showed an early inclination towards warfare and governance. As a child, she eagerly trained with the warriors of the kingdom, mastering swordplay, horseback riding, and military tactics. Her exceptional skills caught the eye of her father, who recognized her potential as a future leader. Her mother, Queen Bakwa, was an influential ruler in her own right, and Amina inherited not just her political acumen but also an iron will. But palace life was not without its intrigues. Many nobles disapproved of Amina's unconventional ways, whispering doubts about a woman wielding a sword and leading armies. Yet, despite opposition, she continued honing her skills, preparing for a future only she could envision. Tragedy struck when her father passed away, leaving the kingdom vulnerable. By tradition, her younger brother Karima ascended the throne, but enemies of Zazzau saw an opportunity to strike. Neighboring kingdoms launched raids, threatening to dismantle the empire her ancestors had built. While Karima struggled to maintain order, Amina took matters into her own hands. She led secret military campaigns, training an elite group of warriors in unconventional tactics. Her ability to strategize and outmaneuver enemies became legendary. Time and again, she saved Zazzau from the brink of collapse, earning the loyalty of both the military and the people. Then, a fateful night changed everything. A trusted noble, bribed by rival kingdoms, attempted to assassinate Karima. Though the coup failed, it exposed the growing unrest within the palace. The people had seen enough, they needed a ruler strong enough to lead them through war. And so, the decision was made, Amina would take the throne. Upon her coronation, Amina declared that Zazzau would not only defend itself but would rise to become the greatest kingdom in the region. She wasted no time assembling her forces, rallying warriors from across Hausa land. She personally rode at the front lines, striking fear into enemies and winning battles that seemed impossible. Queen Amina's military campaigns were swift and decisive. She expanded the kingdom's territory as far as Kono, Katsina, and Nupe, ensuring that Zazzau controlled key trade routes for goods such as gold, textiles, and spices. One of her greatest achievements was the construction of fortified walls around cities, a practice that became a hallmark of Hausa architecture. To this day, remnants of these walls, known as Amina's walls, stand as a testament to her legacy. But not all was smooth sailing. Betrayal lurked within the ranks. Amina's most trusted general, lured by promises of power, attempted to overthrow her. In a daring act of loyalty, one of Amina's personal guards uncovered the plot just in time. The traitors were swiftly dealt with, but the scars of treachery lingered. During her campaigns, Amina employed brilliant tactics that baffled her enemies. She was known to use psychological warfare, deceiving enemy forces into believing they were outnumbered when, in reality, she had fewer troops. She also leveraged trade alliances to cut off enemy supply chains, forcing them into submission before a single arrow was shot. Despite these challenges, Amina's ability to unite and command her warriors remained unparalleled. She instilled discipline in her army and forged alliances that strengthened her kingdom. It is said that no ruler, man or woman, could match her in battle, and her name struck fear into the hearts of her enemies. Despite her triumphs, Amina paid a heavy price for her ambition. She never married, though many suitors from powerful kingdoms sought her hand. Some say she rejected marriage to maintain her authority, while others whisper of a forbidden love affair that ended in tragedy. One particularly haunting tale tells of a foreign prince who fell deeply in love with Amina. Against all advice, she allowed herself to love him in return. But enemies within the court viewed their bond as a threat, and one fateful night, the prince was found dead under mysterious circumstances. Heartbroken and enraged, Amina vowed never to love again, dedicating her entire existence to Zazzau. Queen Amina's reign was not only defined by military prowess but also by economic and cultural growth. She encouraged trade and strengthened Zazzau's position as a commercial hub, fostering prosperity for her people. Her vision transformed the kingdom into a formidable force, one that would influence generations to come. But as all great stories go, her reign came to an end. Some say she died in battle, sword in hand, leading her warriors one last time. Others believe she succumbed to illness, her body weakened by years of unrelenting warfare. A more chilling legend suggests that, sensing betrayal once more within her ranks, she vanished into the night, never to be seen again. Some say she took refuge in the vast wilderness, living out her final days as a warrior in exile, waiting for the moment when her kingdom would call upon her once more. Regardless of the cause, her legend lived on. Legends of Queen Amina continue to inspire generations. She remains a symbol of strength, intelligence, and resilience in a time when women were rarely seen as warriors. Her legacy endures in the Hausa culture and beyond, as a beacon of what true leadership looks like. To this day, her name is spoken with reverence, a reminder that bravery knows no bounds, and leadership is not defined by gender but by courage and vision. The warrior Queen of Zazzau will forever be remembered as a ruler who defied the norms and carved a path of greatness for her people. And so, the legend of Queen Amina of Zazzau lives on, a tale of power, resilience, and a warrior spirit that refused to be tamed. Her name echoes through time, reminding us that true leadership knows no boundaries. But Queen Amina is just one of many incredible legends from the rich and vibrant history of Africa. If you enjoyed this story and want to explore more untold myths, legends, and folklore from across the African continent, then make sure to subscribe to Legends and Myths of Africa. Hit the notification bell so you never miss a new story. And if you love this tale, let us know in the comments, which African legend should we uncover next? Your support helps keep these powerful stories alive for generations to come. Like, share and subscribe for more fascinating African folktales.